up, YouTube fam? Any newcomers? My name is Charles Enoch, and this is my YouTube channel, Invest in Myself. Today we will be going over how to pay off student loans between 2 to 5 years on a 10-year student loan. So one thing I want to let you guys know before getting started, you want to click the link below and check out how to calculate simple interest using a line of credit. If you don't get that, you're not going to understand this video. So please just go ahead and save this to the favorites, pause it, and just check out that video real quick. It is going to help you with these examples. Second, if you have not done so, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Help a brother build his YouTube channel out. We are going to be dropping gems every week, so you need to stay tuned and hit that notification button. And we're going to be using averages on the typical undergrad student loan, the typical income maybe a grad student or undergrad student may have here based on just the national averages. So we have Gabby the grad, income $3,200, so that's about $50,000 a year for an undergrad student. Expenses $2,700. Maybe she has a roommate, so they can kind of save some money there. So the cash flow is going to be $500. She's going to have a line of credit for $10,000. Now the student loan, we're just using averages again. It's going to be about $50,000. Interest is going to be 4.5%. It's going to be a 10-year loan, 10-year student loan. So just some quick notes here. If Gabby were just to pay the regular minimum payment of $518.19, she's going to pay $12,000 in interest. Now, the velocity banking method that I am going to teach you guys when we are doing these $3,000 chunk payments every 6 months, we're only going to pay $5,000 in interest. So that's over half the interest using the velocity banking method. And the loan will be paid off in 4.5 years. Yes, I'm right. 4.5 years. This is right. So let me show you guys, man. Get out the pen and paper. You students should be knowledgeable. You guys should know how to study to get this concept, because once you get this concept, it is going to change your life. You're going to knock out that student loan. You guys are going to be great. All right, so Gabby is ready to pay off this student loan. And what Gabby is going to do month one, she's going to make a chunk payment out of her line of credit. Remember, her line of credit is $10,000. She's going to take $3,000 of that $10,000 and apply it towards the principal of the student loan while paying her regular monthly payment. So month one looks exactly like this. The monthly payment is $518. She makes a chunk payment of $3,000, which is going to total $3,518. Now, $3,330 goes to principal. $187.50 goes towards interest, which is going to leave us an ending balance of $46,669. Now, remember, with the velocity banking concept, our line of credit becomes our bank account, becomes our emergency fund just in case we have to draw from it. What we are specifically doing to pay little to no interest when we chunk that $3,000 line of credit is we're going to use that $3,000 of the income. We're going to put it into the line of credit since that's our bank account. This pays the line of credit back up to full, back up to the $10,000, which means that there is no interest accruing. Now, when the expenses come in of the $2,700, they don't come in at one time. One time you got to pay the water bill, that may be $100. So you just take out $100 out of your line of credit And then when the bills keep coming, you're going to keep on taking more out of the line of credit. What happens here, since we have a cash flow of $500, at the end of the month, your line of credit increases by $500 because you're just leaving the cash flow in there. So ideally, on month one, since she just made a chunk payment of the $3,000 and she still saves $500 of cash flow every month, our line of credit, instead of being $7,000, is going to be $7,500. Next month, it will be $8,000 because we're going to put all our money into the line of credit, and then it's going to stop the interest from accruing on the line of credit. When the expenses come, you slowly just pay it out of your line of credit. Now, when the expenses come out of your line of credit, only simple interest accrues. In simple interest, you're paying back the bank pennies in regards to what you're going to be saving. Now, what I need you guys to focus on is what a chunk payment does. So we're going to look at month 2. So our beginning balance is $46,669. We're just going to do our normal monthly payment of $518.19. And look how much interest it is getting applied to. It's only $175 being applied. Remember, the first payment was $187. That is a $12 decrease in interest. That is astronomical for payment number 2. And this is why you save so much money on your student loan and you can pay it off in the 4.5 years. It's because when you make that chunk payment, the interest decreases significantly. So let's look at month 3. We're going to make a normal regular monthly payment because we're still building our line of credit up. We're still putting our income into the line of credit, paying our expenses out, and then $500 is going to be left over into the line of credit. So let's look at month 3. So we pay our regular $518.19. Now we're going to skip all the way to the interest. The interest is $173.72. That is only about $1.50 decrease. So if we looked at that chunk payment first time, that's 12 times more of a decrease from that chunk payment. Again, I need you guys to realize that when these chunk payments get hit and it gets applied towards that loan, it decreases the interest 12 times. 12 times the normal monthly payment. And that's where we're getting that savings from. Now remember, what we're doing with the velocity banking to build that line of credit back up to the 10,000, we're putting our income onto the line of credit, paying it off in full, so no interest accruals. We're going to slowly pay our expenses off, and then $500 is left for that cash flow on the line of credit. So if we do the math here, it's going to take us 6 months. So $500 of cash flow times 6, we would build the line of credit back up to $10,000. So we're going to move all the way to month 6. Month 6 is when we're going to make another chunk payment. So when we make that chunk payment of $3,000, it's going to make our ending balance $41,940. We're going to see in month 7 that the interest paid now from $169 to $157, it made the interest go down 12 times more again, because that's about a $12 decrease. So this is where the savings is coming from when we make those chunk payments. This is why we want to make chunk payments on our loans and then just build the line of credit back up just to make another chunk payment. So then, remember, it's going to take us 6 months. $500 of cash flow times 6 is going to get us back up to the line of credit. It's going to give us that $3,000 back that we chunked. And we're going to pay very minimal interest, just simple interest. Remember at the beginning of the video, If you guys are just tuning in, you're going to want to click the link, How to Calculate Simple Interest While Using a Line of Credit, to understand how much interest we're really paying on the line of credit. Is very minimal compared to what's going on the loan. All right, so we're going to move 6 months from month 6. So we're going to move from month 12. So this is the end of the year. We're going to make another chunk payment. Do you see what our ending balance is? It's $36,754. Remember, we started at $50,000. We're at $36,000. So you paid $14,000 off on your student loan in year 1 with just $500 of cash flow. This is crazy. That's amazing. You paid $14,000 off just using your line of credit to chunk at it, build your line of credit up, chunk at it again. That's crazy. Now again, in this scenario, since we are doing $3,000 chunk payments, it's going to take us 4.5 years to pay off $50,000 worth of student loan. That's half the time of this 10-year loan if we were just to pay $518 and most of it gets applied towards interest. This is crazy. So Gabby, it only took her 4.5 years with her $500 cash flow to pay off her student loans. She didn't have to eat no ramen noodles. She didn't have to eat beans and rice, any of that stuff. She used the velocity banking method, and she's going to pay off her student loan way faster than somebody, let's say, on a ramen noodle diet, or they just trying to work a little overtime and they don't know how to do the velocity banking chunk method. It's still going to take them a longer time than understanding how to shuffle your money to borrow from Peter. Peter is your line of credit. Peter is simple interest. To pay Paul, which is amortized interest. And then just pay Peter back simple interest, or pay Peter back. That's how easy it is. So remember, $14,000 in year 1, 4.5 months. It's easy, college students. It's easy. Study this. I want you guys to study. You guys are used to studying. Once you study this and apply this, you ain't never going to be scared of your student loan. So I want to hit you guys with another example, just so you guys can see the difference in cash flow and how this just accelerates the debt extremely fast. So we have Gary the grad. He's going to have the same amount of monthly income, $3,200. So that's about $50,000 with taxes taken out. We got expenses of $2,200, so his cash flow is actually going to be $1,000. So the income minus expenses. So maybe Gary got 3 roommates. Maybe he's living with parents, so he can save that money up. He's going to have a line of credit for $10,000. Loan going to be $50,000. Interest 4.5%. 10-year loan for that student loan. As we know, the interest that he'll pay is $12,000 if he just did the monthly payments. Since we are going to make $6,000 chunk payments every 6 months, he's actually only going to pay $3,000 in interest. And the loan is going to get paid off in 2 years and 8 months. So just a little over 2 years. So that is like freaking a fourth of the time. So a 10-year loan, we can get that paid off in less than 3 years using the velocity banking method. So we're going to jump in and see how to do these $6,000 K payments every 6 months and what this does with the interest. All right, so just like Gabby, we know first things first. He has a $10,000 line of credit. He's going to use $6,000 of that to put that towards the principal. And then this makes our line of credit again become our bank account. So Gary has $4,000 to fall back on just in case something happens. And then he's going to use all of his income to put onto the line of credit. And then he's going to slowly shuffle his money out to pay his expenses as they come. Since he has $1,000 cash flow, once he pays all his expenses, $1,000 extra is left on the line of credit. So since we did a $6,000 chunk payment in 6 months, since he has $1,000 cash flow, he'll be ready to make another chunk payment because he paid his line of credit off in full. All right, so let's take a look at month 1 and 2 and see what this does with the interest. So, starting balance $50K, make his regular monthly payment because that's included in his expenses already. So he's making that every single month while he's chunking the $6,000 every 6 months. So the extra payment on month 1, $6,000. Total payment $6,518.19. And then the interest is $187.50, leaving us at the ending balance of a little over $43,000. Now, let's look at month 2. Just gonna make your regular normal monthly payment of $518 since we gotta build our line of credit back up, $1,000 every month. So he saved $1,000 on this one because remember, once he gets his income expenses, $1,000 is left on the line of credit. So the line of credit, ideally, after this is at $5,000. So we're on month 2. We're gonna look at the interest now. The interest is $163.76. So that's about what, a $23 decrease? $23 decrease in interest. Again, if we looked at Gabby was 12. Gary's is 23.24. That's double the decrease of interest, and guess what? Double the time paid off. So this is what we're looking at when we do these chunk payments. This is crucial. That adds up. You don't think $23 every single month now on is going to add up? It does. It adds up extremely. And this is how we're paying off our loans fast, is because of that chunk decreases the interest that we're paying on the loan, and we're actually paying way more on the principal on our second month, just on our second month. So this is where it's coming from. This is where we get that savings. So on month 2, $43,314. That's where we're at. Now let's look at month 3. Month 3, we're going to make our normal payment. Remember, we're taking our income, putting it into the line of credit so little interest can accrue, and then we're slowly paying off those expenses, and then $1,000 left up on the cash flow. So we're going to go straight to the interest. Now, when we made the monthly regular payment on month 2, the interest $163.76. Now the interest $162.43. It's only about $1. It's only about $1 of interest. So going back $187.50 to $163.76, $24. That's 24 times the interest decrease. 24 times the interest decrease, and this is where the savings come. Because so if every month we just did the monthly payment, it would only decrease the interest by $1. And this is why it takes 10 years to pay off the loan. So it's gonna take us 6 months of cash flow to get the line of credit back up to 10K. So we're gonna go to month 6. We're going to do another $6,000 payment because we got a line of credit paid all the way back up. So the interest $158.41. If we go to next month, month 7, we just make our regular monthly payment. Look at the interest, $134.56. That's $24 decreased. $24 decreased in interest. Again, this is where our savings is coming from. This is why we are able to speed up the process by making these chunk payments, because it just decreases all that interest. 24 times the interest. That's crazy. That is freaking crazy. So we're going to just skip all the way to month 12 because it's going to take us, 6 months to make another chunk payment. And when you guys are doing this in real life, when that month 6 come up and you call the student loan people, and you be like, hey, I'm about to make a $6,000 chunk, they're going to be like, dang, this is crazy. They're going to see that you do it every 6 months. Somebody might ask you, they actually asked me, man, you're making a $5,000 payment every 6 months. Yes. And I was on the phone with the person teaching them how to do velocity banking. So back to month 12 when we do that $6,000 payment. So we did $18,000 of extra payment. We're still making our monthly payments every month, so it's still even going down. Look what we were able to do in year 1. That ending balance is $27,560. That's almost half. We started at 50. That's almost half the student loan gone just by doing chunk payments out of our line of credit. $6,000, $6,000, $6,000. Now our line of credit becomes our bank account. We put all our income onto the line of credit, shuffle our expenses out. We pay our expenses when they're due, as they're due, and our cash flow is $1,000. So every month is $1,000 tacked onto that line of credit until 6 months later we're ready to make another chunk payment. Again, 2 years, 8 months. If they just do this strategy right here, chunk it every 6 months, they're going to be done in less than 3 years, paid off a 10-year student loan. It's that easy. It's that easy. Definitely rewind. If you don't get this, study this. This is simple. I know you guys can do it. You guys graduated. You guys can do this. I'm telling you. Now, if you guys have not yet, and you guys stayed to the end of the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Definitely let them know that you watched the whole video, man. That's amazing. And I know that you guys want to get those student loans knocked out, and I commend anybody for watching this whole video and really learning the velocity banking method. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be learning how to pay off a lot of debt. I'm going to be giving you guys gems every single week, no lie. So help a brother build up his channel. I want to let the world know how velocity banking works and how to pay off these debts expeditiously. Expeditiously, I can't even say the word, but you guys know what I mean. I will catch you guys next video, and peace out.